That was on point, that was. Fucking hell. Morning.
Every time we start the show, we're supposed to be professional, yeah?
Fuck professional.
Anyway, guys, this is the Rose and Crown, and this is anything Arsenal. No, I don't. Anyway, guys, welcome to the Arsenal versus Spurs match preview of the Rose and Crown. If you haven't done so already, like and subscribe to our video on our channel. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We're on Twitter today. It's the first time in ages because Periscope actually shut down in March, so we managed to get on Twitter. So if you're watching there, welcome. But before we get into the preview, we've got some things here. We've got
my head in the way. There we go.
Right, I'll put it up to the camera. It's Rose and Crown Fright Night. As you can see, we're wearing our costumes now for it.
Yep. Full mask.
Yep. It will be on the 30th of October, the Saturday before Halloween. Get yourselves down here. But I'll say best dressed competition, so we're going to win.
We're going to wear our Arsenal shirts. Yeah. We've won.
Yeah.
So don't bother.
We've already won. Down here for that night. Should be a good night. Obviously, as you know, you can see above here. 4-point jumper draft, 12 to 15. If you like the real now, it's 12 quid. Above my head there.
My favourite, buckets. 30 quid, 10 beers, happy days.
Was it
and for only 0%, just a quid. Bosh. Just for you, Kurt.
Bosh. If he's watching.
Probably not.
Right, let's get into some comments for a guy. Morning, Amy, and we're here at Rose and Crown, Dad. Where else would we be on a Sunday morning? Good evening, friends. Good evening, Russ. They're having a conversation amongst themselves. So
sweet, okay, right. Well,
we leave you two, mate.
We'll see you later. Join us for a watch along.
So it is a North London derby, Arsenal versus Spurs. Looking forward to it?
I am, yeah.
Oh, there's the end of the show.
Yep, see you later. Confident?
Why are you confident? I reckon we're going to beat them.
I just got that horrible feeling we're going to put in a standard performance like normal. But, yeah.
Why? Because you just worried about Harry Kane?
And Son.
I'm more worried about Son because I don't think Harry Kane wants to be there personally.
Well, no, but...
So I just don't think he's going to...
what's his name? Is it Mora?
Yeah,
he seems like he's coming back to what?
Bergwijn is a decent player. Yeah, but it's if he turns up with them those sort of players. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm on the fence on it at the moment, but I'm looking forward to it.
Well, as we already know, the main threats are all the players we just mentioned. But do you think... I don't know about Kane. I just don't know if he's going to actually turn up or not.
He's scored 1 goal in the league so far.
But do you think... So I was making sure it's working.
We are the gift that keeps giving. That's what I worry about. The fact that if someone needs something, they come to Arsenal and get it. So I'm getting a bit worried. Be it 3 points, be it a goal.
Spurs have a shocking record at the Emirates.
They do. I think they've only won once since 2010.
I am cautiously optimistic. Yeah, when we were 2-0 up, I got home. It was a Saturday. I remember it's clear as day. Me and my dad and brother down. Well, my dad and brother started early because I think it was a midday kickoff, a really early kickoff that day. Yeah. I think Shamak scored and Nasri scored. I walked in the pub, 2-0 up at half time. I walked in from work, sat there, courthouse, I think this was, and then we sat there and they went 3-2 up, and they both looked at me and went, "Your fault." If you didn't walk into the pub that day, we would have won that game. Oh, yeah, magically me walking into that pub changed that game.
Every time your dad goes out for a cigarette, we score.
Well,
it's a tribute.
For a formed tradition.
Yeah. Well, but you just got the unlucky side of it.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Thanks, mate.
No problem. Have you seen that hairline? Jesus Christ.
He's got too much hair.
Bosh. I'm going for it.
Oh, no, you fucking on one today. Fucking hell. But anyway, I'm not cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
I think they're on a bit of a bad run. They lost the last 2 games 3-0. Just managed to get them scrape themselves through in the League Cup in midweek.
Yeah, penalties, isn't it? Yeah.
On penalties. So I've
got to be happy with a Vieira masterclass, haven't you?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I bet he was smiling from the arse to the face. he was happy as Larry.
He's got a mouth that long, isn't
he? Yeah, it's huge.
But again, I think they've lost the last 2 without scoring. like I say, crept through midweek on penalties, luckily, because it looks like Wolves were, once they went 2-2, Wolves were on top then, and I just thought they were, Wolves might have actually won that. I think they had a good few chances.
To be fair, I did watch that and they should have.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, they should have got it. But it is what it is. They went to penalties and they squeezed through.
I've got 100 fags lined up and ready.
I'd love it to be 100-0.
Yeah. He's smoking like a chimney today, isn't he? Due to my cautious optimism, I'll predict 2-1 Spurs. Fucking hell, negativity around this place.
Oh, careful, you can't say that word. No one's negative. Not allowed to be.
Can be negative.
I'm not negative. I'm just
No,
realistic.
you can be negative. I didn't say you can be negative.
Well, toxic.
Remember,
Twitter
you've
says
got
you
to
can't
be
be negative.
5-0 right against City, but there's a trust process, mate.
Yeah, that's it. Project Youth.
Project Youth, and also Arteta's never wrong. So
Can't wait for our line.
Yeah. So,
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
again, I'm joking. 3-1 Arsenal. That's much better, Stumps. Thank you very much. And the next comment, Kane will score. He always does. Penalty spot probably though. Russ. It seems to be a penalty against us lately.
Well, yeah, lately, but previously he's been banging them in from ridiculous angles.
Yeah, but that was about 5-6 years ago. When I was
Never discount him.
I was like, I was walking around Dublin. Oh, we're 1-0 up. And then I looked at my phone and I see like Kane won the goal, wins it for Spurs, and I was like, put my phone away. You just sport me holiday. I was pissed off me nut and Guinness. I was in there. Bomi embrace and Xhaka 50-yard strike. I don't know if he's actually going to play. I wouldn't start him today. That's another thing. Would you keep it as it is, or would
Yes, I can't stand him. We're talking like Bellerin's gone, right?
Yeah.
That's the next geezer that is the target all day long.
Someone called him Ballerina. I was like, because why do you call him that? He goes, well, he just dances around like a ballerina and just doesn't do anything. So I was like, oh, okay, random. But anyway.
Just walked up to him in the street. Did you know?
He puts his tutu on and his ballet slippers. Xhaka will play. Arteta made comments that hinted towards him starting. Why? I just don't understand it.
I don't know, because I've also looked into it, but kind of
2-0,
thought about it.
Yeah, I know. 2-0 puts us above him.
It does. Yeah. He did make comments saying that it comes down to more minutes played, who's been doing what they're doing, which would allude to.
Sorry, Rich. I know you like Xhaka, but for me, I just can't stand the guy because he lets you down. He lets you down too much. No. It's not just with the red cards or anything. It's with he gives the ball away too much. I don't see what he actually brings anymore, and I just think the sooner we get rid of him, the better.
On his day,
I've given up.
On his day, he's useful. That is the best possible way I'm going to describe him. On his day, he is useful, but that day doesn't come often enough.
If you haven't, by the way, go to his channel, subscribe. Good content on there, as always, Rich. Nice of you to join us as well, Rich. By the way, every Sunday's on, so thanks, mate. I much appreciate it. But yeah, I know people are big. Like Liam's a big fan of Xhaka, but I just think. I just don't know what he brings. I think it's one of those things where if you win it, why change it?
Yeah, exactly. I've said this from the start of last season. If it ain't broke, don't touch it. We was talking about back in the day the back four.
He has to play. I think Odegaard and Partey actually worked well last week. I think Lukonga's coming on quite well. Brian, after he was talking about the minutes thing, he said that Xhaka has been amazing in training.
Oh, did he? I didn't see that.
Flying, 2-foot flying into people.
Yeah, 2 foot in his own players at this rate, yeah. Well, if that is the case, then Xhaka's going to be playing, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Well, our prediction's gone out the bloody window there in our predicted lineup. But I just think, why, again, if you're winning, why change it? Exactly. You've been losing with him. Not just him. He's changed those players. Yeah. What worries me, it's like the key battles today, we're going to go into them, is the Ben White and basically Harry Kane scenario. I think that's a key battle.
It's going to be key for Kane because he's going to turn him like an absolute fucking spinning top.
But again, is it going to be Gabriel marking Kane or is it going to be Ben White? Who's it going to? I think it's going to have to be Gabriel.
Gabriel last time was the one that was latching onto Kane. So I'm happier in the thought that might be the case.
Right.
Because Gabriel's come kind of back to what we all know and love about his style of play and his form.
Yeah.
If it's Gabriel, like keeping close to Kane, I'll be a bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
If it's Ben White, we may as well just walk out the stadium. Everyone says give him time. Piss off.
Well,
Piss off.
I can understand a little bit of time. I can understand that. But
He's
when
a
you
Premier League player.
But when you spend 50 million on a defender, you got to say, well, you're £50 million, mate. You should be up and running, ready to go.
He's been playing in the Premier League for what? How many seasons has Brighton been up? 3?
Maybe not.
4
years.
Yeah, something like that. He knows how to play in the Premier League. It's not new to him. It's like, say, for instance, when we got Gabriel. Yes, he started out and he smashed it. But
mate, if White gets spun by Kane, I think he'll have a lot of work to get the fans to like him again. And then Richard Kane will talk about Tommy against Son. Will be interesting, yeah, because that's what I was going to get into.
Yeah.
That will be definitely interesting. I was going to say Son on the left with Tommy on the right.
I've not seen a live game since we've signed him because it's all been 3 o'clocks and not streamed.
Him and, like I say, I'll go back to him and Gabriel and Ramsdale. We're going to get into that as well. Don't get White out, and White knows it. And those two were absolutely fantastic. And Ramsdale was great as well. So, to be fair, from what I've seen to him in the Norwich game, he seemed threatening going forward down the right, but he can, again, with the Burnley game, he shows he can defend. Yeah. So, either end of the pitch, he's showing his qualities. So, it's good to see.
Good. I mean, look, this is a complete unknown geezer in my eyes. I never heard of him before we were linked with him.
Hopefully, mate.
I've not seen him play yet due to not being televised or 3 o'clock kickoffs and stuff.
The thing is we actually didn't need to spend that money on him. This is the point. Rich is going. I don't think White was there. He has only been one season in the Premier League because he was with Leeds in the Championship. If Gabriel and Son against Kane, I'd feel so much more comfortable. Yeah, had one season in the Premier League prior. He was in the loan Championship to Leeds. I can't remember the other club in League One. Might have been Leeds again because they were in League One at some point. Stats: Arsenal scored at least once in the last 22 Premier League home games against Spurs. Lacazette would be the first Arsenal player ever to score in 4 consecutive home games against Spurs. Kane has never gone 2 consecutive games without scoring against Arsenal.
Very good stats. Again.
Where have you copied and pasted that? Well, you've pasted it there. Where have you copied it from?
It's one of them, as I said. We are the gift that keeps giving.
Yeah. When it comes to Arsenal Tottenham, it's form. Again, we could say they're on bad form. I just think because of the way for our 3 games, we're gonna I think we got the upper hand. But again, looking at it, form book goes out the window when it comes. It should do when it comes to these games.
He always does.
But with Kane not playing to his 100% best, because personally I don't think he did get a good finish on Wednesday though. But he's not playing to his best. Aubameyang needs. I think Aubameyang, those sort of goals like I say against Norwich, he's going to have to score more of them sort of type of goals. I don't expect him to score 25 yard or 20 yard he got against Tottenham, that brilliant goal. Yeah. Beaten 4-2. I don't think he's going to be that sort of player anymore.
No, he's not. And you can see that from the get-go.
But again, I think Rich commented on our last stream about the Burnley one when we done the review on it. I think Rich commented on saying he was brilliant because he went to the game. He was brilliant movement. Yeah. He just weren't getting the service. And I did see that. He was doing the right runs.
The thing is, who played midfield?
Stuff, but he just wasn't getting service.
Who played midfield in that game?
Well, it was Partey and Odegaard. And Odegaard got the free kick. And they were seen quite solid in the centre midfield, but it was the 3 Pepe, Smith Rowe, and Saka who was surprisingly all disappointed. I know Saka won the free kick, but they were all surprisingly disappointed in that game. And everyone goes on to Aubameyang. He can only do so much. If you're making the right, correct runs and the great movement, getting off the defenders, off the shoulders of the defenders and stuff, you can't ask much more. If he ain't getting the service, it's not his fault.
Yeah, no, I get that. But then you have to look at, obviously we all know that Saka and Smith Rowe are
see you tonight.
Poor performance. Who?
Amy, I think she's not about to watch here. We're doing the watch along here.
Yes, upstairs in the function room. Watch along tonight.
4 o'clock that starts. We're going to do interviews with other owners. Hopefully the Spurs fan might be coming on for a bit of...
We've not had anything from him since we've asked him. But
I haven't seen him, to be honest. No. Kane, he left Tottenham this summer. He's still there physically, but mentally he's not, so it would be just typical for him to get a hat-trick against us.
The gift that keeps giving.
He'll either go in January or... I think he's set next summer, I think.
Well, he's still got 2 years left on his contract, hasn't he?
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, so it'll be 2 years at the end of this season. So that's when again he hits his ceiling. Because after that,
well, yeah, that's
his
see you later money.
down.
Yeah.
But again, the key battles there. I mean, who do you think's going to trouble? We're talking about defensively. I mean, like Mitch said there about Tommy and Son, which is a really good key battle there, which will be interesting to see. I mean, who's going to get the upper hand? Probably at this moment you fancy Son because he's been in the Premier League for a bit, but I'm not going to look at Tommy. So again,
I've not actually seen Tommy Yasu.
He's strong.
With my own
he's
eyes.
strong.
So
he's going to beat Son in the air.
Yeah. Well, you know, Son's a midget compared to Tommy Yasu.
He's going to beat him in the air, but if he starts running at him, then I'm going to start getting a bit worried because Son's got the skill to get past any player in the Premier League. I think he's most underrated player in the Premier League. He's probably one of the players I'd love. Obviously, you like Kane at Arsenal, but I'd like Son at Arsenal as well.
No, to be fair, all day long I take them both at the moment.
So we're going on defensively. The key midfield. I think whoever wins the midfield wins the game.
It's gonna. I reckon. What's his name? Dembele, whatever his name is.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't want to be there.
He don't want to be there, but at this point of time, I reckon he's going to play. So it's going to be Partey and Dembele. That'd be another key battle, in my opinion.
So can you see why? I suppose in Mitch's case, you can see why what he said there about Xhaka. Maybe does he play for that reason? Because the midfield is like the key is the midfield battle in this one.
Yeah.
So maybe
I'm still going to prefer a Partey Lokonga.
Stop him playing. They ain't got anything else. They have. We just explained. Have you been watching that and listening at all?
No, I generally, again, I'll go with it. Don't fix what ain't broke. I'm not saying we're far from not broken as a club,
right? Okay.
Or as a team, but if you've got some good results, why would you then go, Xhaka, my love child, stroke his face, get on the pitch? No, I'd rather see Partey Lokonga.
I like to do the technical analysis.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's
brilliant.
We're very much in depth now.
That's opinion. They've got no one else. They've got someone. They've got Son or Sam. What Sam?
No, but I don't. If Xhaka gets put straight back in,
that's what I'm at.
It's a stupid inquiry, mate.
Yeah, but that's where I'm at. But can you see,
I can see why that you would put him in there because he's got that. He can be a bit naughty. He could be a bit naughty, bit fucking naughty.
So he could basically get stuck in.
He's going to put himself in. What's the word? Tactical fouls. He's very good at tactical fouls. If he's not 2-footing someone, he's very good at tactical fouls. That's about all he brings, right? I can see why you'd put him in there to be a bit more beefy in midfield. But
leave Xhaka at home, at least he can't get sent off where he could.
Well, yeah. 2-foot his wife, wouldn't he?
She just does that. Sends him off. Sends him out the house.
But you know what I'm coming from? Yes, I agree that it's a bit more still, a bit bulkier in midfield, but unreliable. Don't think he deserves his place back yet because Lokonga's done nothing wrong.
I won't put Lokonga in there today. I would stick with Odegaard and Partey.
No, see, I would. Nah, right. We're lacking creativity.
That's what I mean. So
Lokonga picks a pass out of. I'm sorry, but I think Lokonga's better at passing than Odegaard is as a deep lane playmaker.
Yes, why we don't try a new partnership in a game like this. No, this is why I'll stick with Odegaard and Partey personally. I think again, you don't want to. Yeah, but the thing is, you don't want to change what's not broken.
No, yeah, I'll get that, but I'm thinking creativity-wise. How many times have we said, "What a fucking pass from Lokonga"? Wow, what a pass! What a pass! How many times have you said that?
But I wouldn't personally play him in a game like this unless you need to bring him on. I personally wouldn't.
Fair enough. We'll agree to disagree on that one. But
I'll put Odegaard and Partey. I'm not saying Lokonga's not going to be a great. He doesn't look great at the moment. Can't say he's going to be a great player because I don't know yet. But, but again, with that comment there, again, which is said, I wouldn't play them two. They haven't started together. You can't really do it in a game like this.
No, yeah,
I would literally put Odegaard and Partey because I personally think they looked good in the midfield together. And I would literally stick with that. If it means keeping Xhaka out of the team, I'll personally stick with that. But,
I'll put fucking Santa Claus in midfield to keep him out of the team.
But personally, that's what I'd do. So, again, but we're talking about them threatening us. We haven't actually talked about who's a threat for us going forward. I know we know that is Aubameyang going to have to be that box player like he was last week against Norwich?
He has to be.
Or is he going to have to pull something out to win us this game?
Well, both.
But no, I mean,
He's
like something special.
out,
but what I mean is, you're going to have to be that player that got those goals, like those great goals.
I generally think he needs to be. Look, we all sit there, we slate Tottenham, we slate ourselves. You know, it's what we do. If Aubameyang doesn't pull his finger out of his arse and actually show that he is Aubameyang of old, why are you not playing Lacazette?
It's fine being a great passer, but if the midfield aren't on the wavelength with the strikers, it's of little benefit. See, this is
a problem we've got because Aubameyang's not getting a service with the likes of Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Saka.
Yeah, but Odegaard's, what I mean is Odegaard's playing a bit deeper. He's playing the number 8 role. So he's transitioning it quicker from defence into attack, which I think he's better at than Xhaka is.
Yeah.
Right.
But on that comment...
Then you've got the party. You've got the party. You've got the party sitting there. And if he because what you can do with Odegaard and Party, he can transition into defence into attack, pass to Party, he could be that box to box. But
possibly,
what I'm getting at is the three behind Aubameyang last week have to perform today because it can't be like last week. Where
if it's like last week,
they
we
run
get
out
back.
of ideas. Pepe is too. He tries too hard. He's too predictable. He cuts back on his left too much. You know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to fight. So he's going to have to find a way of trying to get it on his right foot and catching them out a bit. In a sense,
he won't though. That's the problem.
He needs to be more direct. He needs to be running at people, and he needs to play the passes or crosses off quicker, rather than.
We've always said that it's been do it now.
Cut back. And then I'm going to cross it. It's too predictable. Again, it's Saka and Smith Rowe. Saka especially was disappointed last week, so I'm expecting him to. I know he's 20 now, 20 now, but I'm expecting him to perform today. Yeah. He's not going to be happy with last week. I'm not putting pressure on him, but I think and I believe he's going to perform today.
Yeah, but both of them need to step up.
Smith Rowe. I personally think Smith Rowe at the moment he needs I know we can't do that. He needs someone to look up to. So for future he gets better. I just don't know at this moment in time if he's actually that good to be that player right now.
Maybe not, but in my opinion,
would you guys play the young 17? No, not today.
Who?
Patino.
Oh no.
Listen,
I'm getting bored of that geezer's name. I really am.
I'm getting bored of it.
No, I am. Don't get me wrong. If he's going to turn into a great player, fantastic.
Don't put pressure
on him. Everyone is going, hey, him, get him in, put him in a squad. He's fucking 17. He's never had a proper game. Never had a proper game. Stop sticking a fucking arrows up his arse and blowing him up. I don't get it. I value the youth setup. Like, I love watching people come through the ranks and playing first team. I've been a massive fan of Smith Rowe, Saka, all these fucking players over the years going, they deserve a chance. They deserve a chance. Does he deserve a chance? Yes. Against Tottenham? Fuck off. Not happening. I thought he would play against Wimbledon. I thought he would get a couple of, a fair bit of minutes against Wimbledon. Didn't happen. Leave him alone. Just put a bag over his head. You're not there. My analogies are terrible. We all know this. But you know what I mean? As in, just go hide somewhere.
Like a horse.
Yes.
You're about to put him down.
Yes. Not putting him down. Oh, well, you've gone to putting people down.
Put a bag over his head. Oh, he's breaking his legs. Bang.
Or put a bag over his head. He can't see where he is and he'll just be quiet. That's it.
Jesus Christ.
Just stop. Literally, this kid, look, he looks good. What he does looks really fucking good on the pitch for the under 18s, under 23s.
Yeah.
Yes, he deserves a chance to showcase it. Maybe in the Carabao Cup, not anymore, because that was probably the easiest round we were going to get.
Yeah.
So just let him develop. at least for another year or two. And if he's still doing what he's doing, then put him in, like bring him in. Other than that, what's the point of fucking talking about it? Not obviously against you, but do you know what I mean? It's just leave him be, let him progress.
Yeah. That's what I mean about Smith Rowe, though. When I go back to Smith Rowe, is he that player to step up right now? Because I personally think he needs
I would go with yes, because he's shown what he can do. He's done pre-seasons with us. He's done the odd Carabao FA Cups. He's done a lot of the Europa League a couple of seasons ago.
I can't come in and agree with regarding Patino. Let's hope. I can't agree to small limit. Sorry. Stop putting pressure on him. Let him learn his trade. Yeah, exactly. Look at what happens to Balogun. I don't think.
The thing is, I rate Balogun very highly.
Yeah, but is he ready yet? Probably not.
Not to be a first-team striker week in, week out, no. But in a game where you're sitting there thinking, right, okay, say a Burnley, why not play Balogun? At least he's up there.
Burnley?
A Norwich, fucking Burnley. Why not?
I personally would have played him in the League Cup game on Wednesday.
Absolutely, everyone thought Balogun would have started.
That sort of game. Brian secretly a mafia boss who goes around putting bags in his head and does some dodgy things.
That's it. I don't put horses down though. Harry does.
Harry Jeff's back. Good old Harry.
Harry Jeff. No, but
nice to see you again, mate.
You know what I mean? I thought Balogun would have started definitely against Wimbledon. I don't see why he wouldn't have got a shout for Norwich or Burnley. Because, albeit they're important games for us at the moment because we are dog
The only
shit.
reason why maybe you don't play because Lacazette does need game time. And this is another thing with going back to Tottenham game. Would you play Lacazette ahead of Smith Rowe today?
No.
Like in I don't know.
I wouldn't. Look,
he's got a good goal scoring record against them.
He's got a good goal scoring record against them, but every time he's played slightly deeper than a number 9, it's been to no effect.
Yeah, but we need goals today, and I just think maybe putting them two maybe up top because the thing is as well with Lacazette, he will drop deep, win the ball back.
Yeah,
and
at the same time, we're not going to play a 2 up top, are we? We're not going to change formation. We're probably going to play a 4-3-3.
This is what I mean, but that's probably what I would do because I honestly believe at this moment in time, Smith Rowe's not that player.
No, but going on previous games against Spurs, Smith Rowe was the only one terrorising them. Literally, he had what was his name? Who's their centre back?
Alderweireld?
No. I can't remember his name.
Sanchez?
No, he's not centre back, is he?
Of course he is.
I thought he was a winner. Yeah. I don't follow Tottenham. But literally, he was terrorising the 2 centre backs. Not as in getting past them every single time.
For Tongan, was it at the time?
That's more recent than that.
Well, I think he's only just left.
I thought he left like a year ago.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, how far are you going back?
No, literally, recently, even maybe the last Tottenham game that we had last season.
Well,
he was annoying them. He wasn't beating them fucking hands down all day long. He was annoying them, and they couldn't deal with him constantly being on their arse.
I mean, Alderweireld doesn't play for him anymore, so I reckon it must have been him that you're thinking of.
Whoever it is, but it's one of them. He was a pest to them all game.
Was this the one that at the Emirates just now? No, it's gone. When Lacazette got the winning goal penalty.
No, I think it was. I'm sure it was another home game.
Looking forward to our game today. Beers bought, an Arsenal retro shirt is on, standing up as I am hated Tottenham.
Good.
It means you can't sit down, mate.
Yeah. No, I generally think that Smith Rowe's got that ability to trusty.
I reckon on it. If we keep something and Kane quiet, we should have a chance to win. They have got other, like I say, other players in there like Bergwijn and Mora. The Cell say when he wants to turn up. Eric Dyer.
I hope he plays. He's got to, hasn't he? He's got to play.
Well, he lives up to his name, to be honest with you. But going forward, who's going to be our main threat? I think, like I say, personally for me, I think Saka. And Pepe's got to turn up today. And he's got
Depending
to show.
on who plays or who starts, I'd probably go with the same as you, Saka.
We can go into predicted lineup if you want.
No, if that's all right.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
No, I think, Saka would be your prominent threat.
Well, I just think there's pressure on that take that off. Actually, I do predicted lineup. I've got. Oh no, I don't have to. Do I? That's a predicted lineup now. Basically, we've gone unchanged from the Burnley games. Again, we said
Don't fix what ain't broke. Yeah.
this is predicted. It's not what we want, by the way. So that's what we're going with. I don't know if you agree. I think personally, I'm going into the Leno Ramsdale thing now. I think Ramsdale's got to start.
If Leno starts out of nothing, Stewart's inquiry.
What do you guys think? Get your comments in. Do you think Ramsdale's got to start today, or would you want to go back with Leno? Personally, I can't see you switching keepers.
No,
left, right, and centre.
well, you shouldn't
all the time. So that's one position you don't swap.
Yeah. In my opinion, you shouldn't swap your centre backs either.
No.
As much as I dislike White and I don't think he's good enough, you can't chop and change. This is the problem that we have.
Yeah.
50 million on a geezer that's average.
Change Uber to Laka. See people saying that. If Leno starts, we will lose.
If Leno starts, I'm just not doing the watching on. I'm just going to go back down here and drink.
No, don't be silly now. Don't say
Sorry,
silly.
Mum. No, look,
but that's what we're going with. I mean, we've gone, like, say, back four. I think the back four, at this moment in time, White's got to improve today. So that's a back four, back five, I personally think speaks for itself. And if you're going down that route of Project Youth, you've got to play them. So, and I think Partey's got to start. Well, again, it's up. I mean, people are saying Xhaka. I can sort of see your point of view. For me, I think his time's done with us. I think it proved it. Personally, he got his contract and he two-foot someone against Man City and he showed his true colours.
This is the thing.
So,
people were saying that he got a contract to protect his value. Some people are sitting there saying he got a contract because Arteta absolutely loves it.
Yeah, but no one's going to want to buy him if he
keeps doing
that. So that's...
So we've just spunked a load of money for nothing.
So Odegaard, I personally put there, well, Burnley. These three, as we keep saying, Pepe, Smith, Rowe, Saka have got performed today. And he's just got to do what he did last week at Aubameyang, if he plays. Get in the right positions, but he needs the service.
Yeah.
This is where I'm looking at that essential number 10 role at the moment. And I just, at this moment in time, I'll tell you who the person would be perfect for him to look up to if he was there week in, week out. It was Ozil. No, but it would be. Ozil,
yeah, I know where you're coming from, but
Ozil would have been the perfect role model for him if he turned up every week.
Yeah.
Because he didn't.
Coutinho should have been a...
No, he's not good enough, mate. He's 29. He's too old. But Ozil's still good enough at 32, 33. But but it is what it is. But that's the predicted lineup we've gone with. Get your comments in for what you would think as well, what your predicted lineup is. What will you change out of that lineup? Get your comments in now. If I can just take this off. The
banner or the shirt?
The banner. I don't want to put people off their breakfast. So we've done the predicted lineup, done the key battles. We've gone with an unchanged lineup.
Yep.
We're just going to put this at the bottom for now. If it ever clicks up, there you go.
It is, and always will be.
Cover you over, that's fine.
There you go.
That's right.
That's sorted. No, it is red. It always has been, always will be. I don't give a toss. Until Tottenham have won the same amount of league titles, FA Cups and all this kind of shit, it's never going to be White. It's not.
Well, Ben White.
It's never going to be Ben White. Sorry, but no. This argument, like who's the bigger team of North London, is clear. There's nothing anyone can say.
Luton.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, it's not really North London.
No, not.
Well, sort of.
Not
It's north. It's sort of London, but
the question's dead. It's a dead question. Are you all right?
No. This is what I mean, though. Tottenham actually formed in Middlesex, I heard, or something like that. And I was like, so they're having to go us being formed in Woolwich and then move into North London. They're from Middlesex and then go to North London.
Because they're fucking deluded, mate. Deluded. Oh, we're the bigger team of North London. No, you fucking ain't.
No, we just made North London better.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what they're fuming about.
No one heard of North London before we turned up.
No.
But yeah, it's a dead question.
North London is red. No, it's actually down next. It always will be.
Yeah, it always will be.
2 league titles and they're a big club. Can't even fill up the stadium.
No.
Do you know Man City yesterday couldn't fill up the away end at Chelsea?
No. By the way, talking about away teams, the old Dartford game yesterday.
6-0 Dartford.
6-0 Dartford, and it was I think we had 1,200 people go there, and they had 600 or 300.
Well, you had more Dartford?
More Dartford fans than Welling fans.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. Support your fucking club. Go to the games if you can. Obviously, go to the games.
That formation is spot on for me, but changing Uber to Laka will give us more chance, keeping Laka for 90 minutes and then get Uber in for Smith Rowe to have Uber in the centre. Sack Shaka permanently. Did you see that shit fight last night?
I did. It was hilarious. Totally deserved to get spanked.
Party Shaka. Saka, Aubameyang. So you've gone the same formation, but you've changed Shaka for Pepe.
Yeah.
He's put Odegaard further forward, and then he's put Shaka where Odegaard will be. So you've changed one. I can see why people are putting that, but I personally, if you play Shaka, then I just don't get it. But this is my personal opinion. I just don't get it. So I think his time's done. It's not just him with certain players. I think Elneny's done. I think I've lost patience with certain players. Mari, Holding, Chambers.
I don't trust Arteta enough to actually
Leno, I've lost patience.
do what he needs to do. I don't.
Do you guys have a big screen showing the match at your pub? You got 1, 2.
There's one round there.
You got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there's four TVs in the pub. 3 downstairs, 1 upstairs in the function room.
Yeah, so you got 3. You've got one on the phone. We won't be actually showing the match because we can't because of copyright issue. This is what we kept telling people on Wednesday night because they couldn't find the link for the stream.
To be fair, that probably added to our viewing.
They stayed on.
Yeah, they did.
The people stayed on for half an hour. I don't want Jackie to play, but I think he will. No,
Again, I'm with Stumps on that. I don't want him to play, but Arteta will pick him.
Prediction.
Desmond.
I am going.
That's 2-2, just in case anyone.
Because we go above them, I'm going to predict 2-0 Arsenal. So then I'm just going to.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Get your predictions in, guys.
No, I reckon it's going to be a draw.
By the way, got another sponsor.
Oh,
got another sponsor for the show just then.
Oh, we actually got another one. I sorted something out yesterday.
How many sponsors are you going to have? Can you advertise?
Just fill the screen up with sponsors.
Sponsors.
No, we actually have another one. I sorted out the other day.
Oh, cool. Well, we've got another one. We've got
free sponsors for a shite YouTube channel.
Speak for yourself, mate. I'm not. I only need one TV. I have an IPTV if you're interested.
Don't know what that is. I'm not down with the lingo anymore.
Can't copyrights for the day.
Yeah, and then we go to jail. Yeah. All good. All good.
Sorry,
come on, Dave, get in the camera.
Right, the life at me. I'm wondering what's happening.
That's the governor, everyone. He's ducked down his run. Right, he's all right.
I turned the machine. Right, guys.
There he is. Right.
Anyway, guys, get yourselves down here. 4 o'clock, we're going to do the watch along. So if you're local, or if you're not,
if you're not,
if
get a hotel room for the night. Sod it.
Get yourself down into the pub. Obviously, like I say, got your 4-pint jug draft, 6-15. Got a bucket of 10 bottled beers, 30. I think is it like 8 ciders? Is it 10?
8 ciders.
10 bottled beers.
10 beers, 8 ciders.
8 ciders, that's it. So don't be. And then you've got this, like I say, we've got our costumes on, 30th of October.
We have one already, Dave, haven't we?
Yeah, we have one already. I've come second. As I always do.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us for today's show. We're going to be doing the watch along at 4 o'clock. Tune in for that as well. Even if you're watching the game, just watch along with us. We have a laugh and a beer upstairs with a few other gooners, maybe a Spurs fan or two.
Maybe, if you take it.
But thanks for joining us. Subscribe, like to our video and our channel. Obviously, follow us on all our social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Share it amongst yourselves, let everyone know we're doing 4 o'clock watch along.
Yes,
in the Rose and Crown. Get yourselves down here. If you want to come to the channel, obviously you'll sign something, but get yourself down here to say, I'm here for the watch along. Sign a bit of paper. You're happy being on camera.
Yeah. Basically, for your likeness rights, that's what we need to get you to sign for.
Yeah, it's always easy. It's like, yes, you can show me on camera. Yeah. Obviously, fully clothed, but
and don't be a bellend.
Yeah. Obviously, other stuff, but Sky Sports just really was saying that for the fans to have patience. What, in the hospital or?
Yeah, loads of patience there.
But anyway, thanks, guys. Get yourself down here.
Love it.
We'll see you, obviously, 4 o'clock, and we'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.
Goodbye.
If ever.